Hey, welcome back to Kicking It with K and K for episode 2. Woo! As always, I'm your gracious host, Kamar,
And I'm Kaylee.
and we want to thank you guys for showing up for the fun.
And staying for with each other.
That's right, Big Mama. So, how was your day today?
It was great. We had a lot of family time and got to watch the new Mike movie.
Man, that was something.
That was a good movie. I really liked it. What do you think about it?
Well, my thoughts on the Michael Jackson movie, they displayed him very well. They really captured his like empathy and love for the music and love for the family. That really caught my heart right there, man.
I loved it. His nephew did really well.
That boy can dance. I'm bad, you know it. But yeah, he did it. He did everything he could for his family, and that was one of the biggest things that me and our kids
Hmm.
that we looked at like we
He really loves his family.
yeah, we love our family. He loved his family. And I think that's what life is all about. No
Hmm.
matter how much money you got, no matter how much fortune, and that man was a king of pop. So I know, he had everything he wanted,
And
but he
then
had
some.
family.
Yes, he did. And then some.
But that got me thinking about the first time we brought our son home. That was that was even more intense and more just full of love and passion.
It was. But the hospital kind of kicked us out. But it was a beautiful moment.
Yeah, man. That whole time I'm sitting on this weird. It's not even a mattress. It's like, and fellas, newborn fathers, y'all know what I'm talking about, where you sit in this weird, I don't know, plastic. I'm just gonna call it a plastic bag. That's what I'm gonna call it because that's what it felt like when I slept on it. And I don't think your bed was even.
No, I hated mine. It was annoying.
Yeah. You would think when a woman's giving birth, I mean, fuck us. We just the guys who there to support and to really show love, give them encouragement, make sure they got everything that she needs. But I mean, yeah, I would like a better uh, laying down spot. Not even a fucking mattress, just something I could just lay my black ass down in that I could fall asleep on.
I think a recliner would have probably been better.
Oh, if only. But yeah, I think you guys should have had the women who give birth. I think you guys should have more of a actual mattress, something that's really comfortable because
That's why a lot of them bring like their pillows, their blankets, and the whole 9 yards.
I'll bring the whole fucking mattress frame, everything in there. 'Cause that's ruthless right there. And but yeah, I mean, the hospital kind of just threw
Yeah,
us outside.
yeah, because from my previous um, kids, they put me in a wheelchair and wheeled me down. The dad went to go get the car. Yeah, the nurses helped you pack. They helped you take everything that was in there,
Everything.
including like the diapers, the wipes, the ladies, the ice packs. Love those things. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm telling you, I took everything. I took gauze. I took fucking those big ball thingies. I took the wood things that you put on your tongue. I mean, I took straws and ear stuff and all kind of stuff that you don't pack up, but I did it anyway. Diapers and all. Like,
He was even trying to take the milk freezer.
man, I was trying to figure it out. Like, man, maybe if I could just wheel it down, or maybe if I could disguise it, or maybe if I can hang it from the window and it'll go down. That way, I could just stick it in the van. Nobody won't see me.
I mean, insurance pays for it. I might as well.
Facts. But yeah, man, I do
Face.
want to I do want to tell you guys that that was really different for her and for me. That's my first time, so I didn't know what the fuck. But we got the most important thing out that whole thing was she got out there safe. The baby got out safe. Everybody was, a
Amen.
okay,
Amen.
and that's all you can really ask for. You know, holding my son for the first time was magical. And if you guys heard me from episode one, please tune in. It's on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagrams.
TikTok.
Tune in for that. But on episode one, I explained how that was very emotional for me. I felt like I was doing something very important, and it was important. Like I knew in my heart it was. And when I first touched him for the first time, it was really magical. The only thing that was going through my mind was, "This is my son,"
Mhm. and
and I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna hold him up. I was gonna hold him up like in the Lion King movie, but I didn't do all that.
I did.
That's one of her favorites.
It is. Still to this day. He even played it for me while I was trying to go in. Well, I was in labor, but he just wasn't wanting to come out yet, so we was playing that.
Yeah, I played a lot of different songs. Fellas, hey man, anything helps. Words of encouragement, some music. I don't care what the mama say, the sister, cousin, grandmama, whoever. You know your lady. You guys been together. Y'all decided
Mhm.
to make this beautiful child. With all due respect, stay the fuck out of the way. I can handle this. Now, I'm not going without saying that people family is a huge part because it takes a village to raise a child.
It does.
And what her cousin and her mom did was amazing. They stayed by her side. They made sure she was okay. Her cousin Megan was incredible. Made sure that she had everything she needed. So shout out to you, Megan,
Yes,
and
thank you, Megan.
shout out to mom.
Yep, thanks, Mama.
You guys was incredible.
But a huge thank you to you because you might not realize how much you did, but you did phenomenal. Just being there and letting, when it was just us,
Right.
you playing the music, you making sure I was fine, you taking all the steps, and thank God you was not playing a damn video game.
Yeah, fellas, and that's the thing I want to tell you guys. Let's not do this. All because we the ones that's not in the bed or the ones in pain. Let's not take our eyes off the prize, which is our woman, because anything can happen to her. You can't trust these doctors and these mom mating thing. What are they called?
Midwives.
Oh, there we go. Midwives. I mean, they are great at their jobs. Don't get me wrong. But basically, what I'm saying is keep an eye on your woman because they don't know her like y'all know her. Don't bring the goddamn game to the fucking hospital. Don't do it. Now if you need to keep yourself busy, there's more than one way to keep yourself distracted. God made books. God made hands to help her if you need ice chips or anything like that. God made laptops, tablets, but don't bring a whole system. I seen something on Facebook where a guy brought a whole fucking flat screen TV, the system, the controls, his friends, the beer. I mean, it was like a whole party in there.
Unfortunately, I live that. I live that. And that, brings me to what I wanted to tell you. One,
Yeah,
I appreciate you so much because giving birth and watching you become a father was, what's the word I want to look for that? So heartwarming to see you not know what to do, but to still make sure you was there, you was present, you was never missed an appointment, never, even if I sneezed, you wanted to take care of me. So I appreciate you so much for that. And the fact that when it was time to deliver, you was in my ear, loudly, but you still in my ear, you know, and pushing my back up to help me push this
Big boy
ginormous
out.
big old baby out.
Woo! Big boy.
And then you did everything I asked. I asked, once he's here, make sure you're with him, you know, like, don't worry about me, take care of him, make sure the nurses are good with him. You did exactly as I asked, and I can't thank you enough for that. But to watch you be able to hold him for the first time, that's truly an amazing feeling to watch a dad become a dad for the first time. Is and I can't even put it into words, but it's an amazing feeling to watch and to witness and be blessed with, because you're an amazing father, and our girls are so lucky to have you as their father. But he's truly blessed to have you as his daddy and going to be his role model and show him how to be a man.
And that's important. And for one, you are welcome. But I'm thankful for you guys for showing me the things I can do, the things I can be, not only as a man, but as a father as well. You know, you can't get to this point without experience. Experience is life best teacher. And I'm
I
not
agree.
telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you what I know.
That's his favorite saying too.
And what I know is that having a family, having your first child, bro, that wakes you up. It opens a fucking demon inside of you. And I'm more blessed than I've ever been. You know, we have a lot on this podcast to get to, and it won't be obviously in one episode, but we have a lot between me and her, backstories, between our livelihoods, work lives, just so much stuff to share with you guys because we all are family. The K and K group, the K and K nation, the people, we love you guys, and we sharing our story because we can.
I'm glad you listened.
you know, but yeah, our son when he first came home, he was asleep, and then all his sisters just kind of gather around him like we was in church.
They was so excited.
They can't wait to see him, hold him, smell him, touch him, poke him.
Yep. Fighting over who gets to hold him first.
It was a lot of commotion, as you can imagine in your mind, but it was a beautiful moment.
It was. I'm glad I had you though, because Mama definitely got overwhelmed coming home and everybody and all the noises, and whew, but you handled it and you settled it and you made
Um,
sure it was good.
what we love about our kids, our girls, we got four special, beautiful girls, and we talked about it in episode one, but they all got different, unique personalities. And what I love about them is that they all teaching him different ways to do things, no matter if it's reading, no matter if it's talking, no matter
Hmm.
if it's just playing around.
Yeah, they love to read to him, even if they don't know how to read yet.
That's our girls. They try hards, and daddy love it.
Mhm.
You got we got a big thing for us here today about work environments. And if you work in certain places, you kind of know what I'm talking about, like factories and nursing homes, hospitals, hell, even truck stops. It's just a whole bunch of drama.
Yep, and that's all you hear. I like drama as long as I'm not in it.
True. So what now is that there's a place I worked at,
Hmm.
and drama just kept flowing. It was about I think 6 or 7 ladies who was fighting over this one married man. And
Uh-oh.
if you hear the word married man,
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
but they still fighting over that married man because he bought them things like purses, necklaces, wallets, headphones, anything that they needed. And I literally sat down and talked with this guy, and he just told me it was too easy.
Mm.
Yeah, but what he also told me was, and ladies, I want you guys to understand this, that he will never ever leave
His
his
wife.
wife for them. And to me, if you love your
Mm-mm-mm.
wife, you shouldn't be messing with other women in the first place.
No, never.
But yeah, it was constant drama. Who was doing who?
Did the ladies know about each other?
You know what? Not in the beginning, but towards kind of like when it all came crashing down.
Oh, so it crashed down.
Yeah, it was really a crash and burn kind of scene because even the managers that was involved, yes, the managers, the people that was
Mm-mm-mm.
running the place couldn't keep their composure, and the office area or the meetings because they you know they couldn't like, oh, this B is messing with my man. And
Did they know he was married?
yeah, they all knew. They knew
See,
he was married.
I, I don't understand. I don't understand ladies that are okay with one helping a man break up a home because a man is going to do what a man wants regardless. You know, but I just don't understand why a woman wants to be or is okay with being a side chick. Like who? That just don't make sense to me. Why would you be okay being a side piece when you know the man's never going to leave his wife? And I pray the woman found out and did leave him, because no woman, no wife should have to go through that. Not saying that this doesn't happen to men, because like we talked on the first episode, I found out that a lot of ladies are trifling too and are cheating on their husbands, and that don't make sense to me either. If you're going to cheat, just leave. Just call it quits. If you don't want to make your relationship work, especially if you are married, then just leave. If there's something wrong in your marriage, fix it. If you don't want to fix it, then you need to just let it be. Leave. Why break their heart even more than just leaving? Because now you're causing mental issues when you could have just walked away.
Right.
So I just don't understand why people cheat and why so many people are okay being a side piece, knowing this is happening, knowing it's not going to happen. You're not going to be the main. And if you do get bumped up to being the main, guess what? It's going to happen to you too. How
It
you
should,
got him or how you got her is how you're going to lose them.
and that's important, fellas. Let me tell you something. All because we can do something doesn't mean we should do it anyway. You know, there is something about having your cake and eating it too. And you know, I'm a man. I get it. But what I don't get is if we cherish that person, if we care about that person the most, we should put our egos and libidos aside. See what I did there? Um, in all seriousness, put that shit aside and really focus on the prize that we have in our life. Because let's think about this for a minute. All we're gonna do is cause drama. All we're gonna
Hmm.
do is cause chaos. And now that guy and that woman and the other woman who was all working there, they don't work there no more. So what was the point of messing up your bag? What was the point of you not doing what you're supposed to do and that's staying faithful?
Exactly. And how do you tell your spouse that you love them but are willing to hurt them the most?
You know, that's the thing we talked about in episode one,
Hmm.
really. We talked about how cheating can really affect the relationship. Lying and manipulating and what's the word that was it? Uh, I'm just call it hypnotism because some women and some guys they really can hypnotize a motherfucker. They really can to make you believe something that's happening, but
Mhm.
that's not happening, or make you believe that something's not happening that is happening. And we got to know the difference. That goes for men and women. We got to know what's really happening. We got to know the signs because if you see these red flags that's like poking out the ground, they telling you one thing but doing another.
Yes.
They give you some lame excuses like, "Oh, I forgot our anniversary," or "I didn't get you nothing because you don't like anything anyway,"
Mhm.
or "You know what? I just thought today we just stay in." No, don't be like that. You know, do the initiative. Go out, have fun. You know, you date your partner for life. You know, even when you married, you know, you
Mhm.
don't get stale. You know, spice things up. Get some whipped cream, get a banana, get some chocolate, some nuts. You know, stick it in places that sun don't shine. The sun don't shine. Little tongue twist. And slip her up, man. Slip her up. Make her feel like a queen she is.
Well, when you're married, you're not supposed to stop dating that person. You're still supposed to date each other.
Right.
And I know as a new parent, your mom and your cousin had brought it to our attention, which I am guilty of. So I'm glad they
Yeah.
reminded us, to still date each other and
Right.
go on dates.
Right.
Have someone watch, get a babysitter. Make that person feel special. Make that person, you know, remind them that you guys are still in it together. Because unfortunately, when the kids are older, they're going to move out. And it's going to just be you and him again. So you guys don't want to have an empty house and then call it quits after so many years because you forget to be a couple.
Y'all just stare at each other across the room, looking
Uh,
wide eyed and crazy.
do I even like you?
Who the fuck are you? That's we always kind of want to keep it straight. And I'm always keeping it straight with you guys because we ain't perfect. I said that before. We just two people just talking shit, giving out advice or giving you guys some help on things. Once you guys start writing in, our Gmail tag is KK Podcast 595 at gmail.com. And we'll make sure we put that in the description once again. But you guys, that can really kill a relationship. It can kill a marriage, and it's sad to see something like that when two people was really deep in love with each other, and
Mhm.
all of a sudden things just gonna crashing down because we didn't take the time to look at the little things anymore. We didn't take the time to really take out our man or our woman. We didn't take the time out to really listen, to feel the emotion. And
Uh,
I'm guilty of it myself. Sometimes, I'll say something, but I don't know how it come across because the way I grew up. And we all didn't grow up the same way. We all grew up kind of differently. But
mhm.
yeah, it was something that as a man, and I believe all of us, men and women together, we should all learn to listen a little more, open our ears and shut our mouth.
The little things matter.
And it's okay to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry can go a long way. I'm sorry can save a lot of relationships and
Mhm.
marriages. I'm sorry and I apologize. But don't just say it. Say it with your chest. Say it like you mean it.
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of things that we all argue about and we don't see each other points. All we doing is just throwing hot fire with our hot breath at each other, spitting and angry and crazy eyeballs and telling stuff that we swore secrecy to each other. Not we ain't gonna swear. Well, fuck you. I don't care about you. That's why you ate my ass. And blah blah blah. You put a finger in my ear and I liked it. I mean, it was just so much stuff that. discreetly we should always keep indoors. Guys, don't pillow talk to your man. Don't do it. Oh, Keisha, she 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 didn't make the waffles like I wanted, so I fucked her sister. Come on, guys. You know, quit pillow talking. We men, we gotta stand up, and if we do something wrong, we just gotta face the consequences. And it's hard. Trust and believe. But my dad used to always tell me, if you lie to me, I can't help you. I've always told my father the truth. I've always wanted to be a stand-up person. You know,
And you're very blunt.
I am very blunt. If you guys who ever know me, I'm just a straightforward, out of pocket, wild, animated kind of guy. And I really don't know how to be anything else but me.
That's what I love about you. And he teaches that to our kids as well. But yeah, don't. But the sorry thing, just don't. If you're gonna say sorry, like he said, say it with your chest and mean it. But don't keep doing the same mistake, and then say sorry afterwards. Then that sorry means nothing, and then it'll be what my dad used to say: "Sorry, didn't do it. You did."
Yeah. And me and her both kind of live by what we do as people, not just a couple, not just relationships, not just marriages, not just, you know, teammates or, you know, anything of that nature. But when we talk, we try to, really listen to each other because sometimes that can really help me and her,
Yes.
honestly. But yeah, that that job didn't go. That job, that drama, that crazy stuff, and things like that that happen. I worked at a nursing home that happens at, and it was like a recurring theme.
Mm.
You know, somebody fucking the janitor, somebody sleeping with the maintenance man, somebody messing with the security guard. I mean, tight flight, top flight, security of the world. I mean, if you're gonna cheat, at least cheat with a doctor.
Yep. Speaking of cheating and at the workplace,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say no names,
right.
but we just had to deal with that with the close. We'll go with friend,
Oh,
and you know, if you're gonna cheat, don't blame the person that you cheated on. Like
deflection.
this certain person, is a nurse, works at the hospital, all that fun stuff. So she's fits the stereotypical the nurses always be cheating,
Whoa,
and she did. She cheated with one of the security guards.
tight flight.
Mm. But then had the nerve to blame the man that she was with, the man that, you know, made sure she made it through school, the man that held her down, the man that took her on trips, all this, that, and the third. But then when it was time for him or for her to hold him down, she decided to cheat on him.
Nah, that's some dirty shit.
And sorry, ladies, but this bitch had the nerve to look this man in his eyes and tell him it was because he wasn't good enough, because he didn't have enough money, and because he wasn't going to be a good father. Now, tidbit on this man. That man's gonna be a great father. He's a he's an uncle to I think like 7 kids,
Yep.
and he was a real good uncle. He just was waiting on her, and she kept telling him, "No, I don't want kids right now. I want to finish working. I want to get this. I want to get that." But then had the audacity to look at this man after she cheated and tell him that it was his fault. Ladies do better. I can't stand that, and I've noticed a pattern of these ladies coming out more. I thought men was dogs. No offense, honey, but
Oh, here she come.
but I've noticed these ladies are getting pretty trifling. I would hate to be out in the dating world now. Everybody out for themselves.
It's a scary place, and to piggyback off what you said about how she used him,
Mhm.
how she manipulated him, How she couldn't be woman enough to tell him, "Hey, I'm not into you anymore. I fell out of love with you," or just have a civilized conversation, sit down. I mean, anyone will be mad if you wasted years on top of years on that person that you
Amen.
thought that was your soulmate, that you thought that had your back, that you
Hmm.
thought that was gonna be your family, part of your family.
With a married man at that. I forgot to put that in there.
And women, if you guys can put down in the comments, or if you guys can like send us an email on why that women choose married men instead of the single man. What is it? Is it because somebody else got the person? Is it because you think the person will treat you the way the other person got treated? I mean, I'm
What
puzzled by that.
what is it? I'm curious as a woman that got cheated on while she was married. So curious why. What do you guys think? Because my brain don't work that way. I can't
Eh,
fathom it.
No, I'm not gonna say I'm innocent. I slept with married women. It wasn't a big deal for me, to be honest, because either they was separated or they was going through a breakup, whatever it was, but they were still technically married. So, I mean, what's wrong is wrong, what's right is right. But when you actively married, I should say, and you with the person, and they, going through just a rough patch, like an argument over pudding or something, you don't try to jump in a man pants, you know, because we are stupid as men. We are easily manipulated. Hell, we can fall for the dumbest stuff, but the woman knows. Women are smart. They really are. They can tell what another woman is thinking.
I agree. But I also think women get manipulated too. These men are pretty good at talking that talk and trying to walk that walk at the same time.
We are. We are.
Especially when you get the narcissistic men. And yes, there are narcissistic women, but the narcissistic men, I give it to y'all. Y'all fuck with our heads and get us good. It's just when we finally get away, we see it all.
you know, this this is something where she you mentioned that about being scared in this dating world.
Yes.
But let's keep it all the way 100. Nobody looking to date really. I mean, there is those few who want that relationship, who want that romance, who want that real life movie.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of people out there either looking for a sugar daddy, sugar mama, somebody that's beneficial to the life.
You're right. You're right.
And if you're gonna be like that,
Be upfront with it.
yeah, keep it 100. That's all. Keep it 100. I think a person will respect you more. They ain't gonna like it. You can say, "Hey, what up? How you doing, Shawty? I'm looking for friends with benefits, and you look like you match that description." And the other girl, "Nah, I ain't into all that. I want a real relationship." Okay, and be cool with it. Thank you.
But that's not what I'm looking
Right, and just keep it moving. You know, um, and men, I do want to tell you guys, we got to step up more. We got to get, we got to get back to asking women out. I saw an interesting, you know, post about how men don't want to approach women. They rather approach women on these apps like Tinder and
for. Mhm.
Hinge and Big Apple. I think
I don't know half of these, but keep going.
Match, Christian Mingle, Speed. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that we got to be more not aggressive, but I say tap lightly to a woman. I mean, because the worst thing she can say to us is no. And I get it. Once upon a time, yes, I'll say it like that. you know, I was in middle school, Detroit. If anybody know from my first episode. I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Mhm.
I went to a middle school called KB White Middle School. It's a different name now, but you know, I had a girlfriend back in those days, and men, if y'all know what I'm talking about, that first girlfriend when you just when you nervous and you sweaty and you sweating for no reason, like why am I so nervous? Why am I so sweaty? Why is my heart beating so fast? You know, she just a girl. She just a person that I have romantic feelings for. You know, but until you actually stand next to the person, until you actually hug and maybe sometimes kiss, you start just feeling that rush. You know what I mean? And it can be scary a little bit, but that's where we as men supposed to kind of, as they call it, man up. I ain't gonna never forget it. I think it was like almost Christmas around the time, and they was doing Christmas pictures. I'm in class talking with my friends, talking with my brother, and we just kicking it. And this teacher or principal called my name, and I'm thinking like, I didn't do anything wrong. My grade's pretty good. I mean, I didn't beat nobody but today. And when you grew up in Detroit, I have to fight a lot. But yeah. So she pulled me out the classroom and said, "Hey, your girlfriend has a surprise for you." And I know it's a surprise, but man, I was hallucinating. I was sweaty. Man, I was really nervous. I didn't know what was going on. So I walked down this hallway, but this hallway felt like it was a long, like kind of hallway, like the one of the
A never
longest.
ending.
Yeah, one of those. And I'm like, okay, whew, breathe, breathe. I think I had like a those school shirts, some old school shirts, the ones with the long sleeve on it and the button. I think I had like the baby blue
Mhm.
on or whatever it was, whatever people call it, the sky blue. So I'm walking down the hallway and I could like see my like pit sweaty. And I'm like, man, that's embarrassing. So I try to like squeeze them together or tuck them in so nobody
Oh.
like, don't see it. You know what I'm saying? We got to play it off. So I get in there and the surprise was it's a picture. And I said, okay, it's a picture. But when I got to the picture, this little photo shoot that they did at my school, I had to stand close to her. And man, at this point, I never held her hand or kissed her. We just kind of got together, and it was something, spontaneous. But and I'm sitting here sweating, bro. I got even sweatier. I'm like, oh my god, bro, relax, breathe. So I took a deep breath. The teacher or counselor kept saying, "Get closer, get closer." And I'm like, come on, how close do I got to get? It wasn't that I didn't like her. It wasn't like, because I can understand that can give somebody the wrong impression on someone. But
Middle school, she probably just as nervous.
yeah, ooh, and you know what? I found that out afterwards. I'm like, I know I ain't the only one that's nervous. Ooh. But so we got closer, and we had to hold hands. Do the whole couple picture things that the teachers kind of embracing.
We didn't have that stuff back when I was in middle school.
But yeah, so I mean, the pictures actually came out pretty good. But I mean, that's just a testament to what. And I get it, guys. We growing up and we kind of, put that woman, and then I don't think that really goes away. To be honest with you,
I, I was nervous as all get out when you came to meet me.
man, I ain't gonna never forget it. I was driving down I-96, just driving, and I get this text from her. Now, guys, don't women, men, kids of all ages, don't text and drive. That's a bad thing. But her text came through my car, and I just pressed listen to text on my car, and it said, "Hey, don't come," blah blah blah.
I didn't know you had already started.
Boy, I was already like halfway. I'm like, I'm about to pass Ohio. Now, anybody drive to Ohio? Let me tell you something. That is a long damn drive to get past Ohio. That's why I can't really stand that state. I mean, ain't nothing out there. but grass and leaves and bunny rabbits and deer and trucking and all that stuff. But yeah, so I get past and she give me this text and I'm like, no, 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 I'm already halfway there.
So I had to tell him that my babysitter backed out and I had no other babysitter. So talk about being nervous. My anxiety shot through the freaking roof because he's like, "It's all right, I'm still coming." I'm like, "Oh
Ooh,
Jesus!"
I can't wait to hear this.
And yeah, talk about sweaty pits and all that good stuff. I was probably drenched because I was so nervous because I didn't want my kids to meet anybody yet. I don't do that, and so I was like, "Oh God, my kids are about to meet this man. I haven't even met this man." I was freaking out, but I cleaned the house, and then when you told me you're still coming, I stress cleaned, like going crazy, making sure random things was clean. Like I don't even remember. Oh, I was cleaning the doorknob at one point, and the kids are like, "Mom, are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I don't know what to do. I'm about to spaz out."
Yeah.
And then you pulled up, and I almost locked the door. I was like, "I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do. He's coming in.
Uh oh.
Here he comes." But thankfully, you brought sugar, so it made it a little better.
Yeah. My shit. We talked about it in the first episode. Please go check that out on all the platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all that stuff. But
TikTok.
my dog Sugar is a golden retriever. She's a full breed, and I love her to death like my own child. But she usually comes with me every time I came to see Kaylee.
Yep,
She loves the house. She used to just run up the stairs because she already knew where we was.
that's our baby.
And now that she lives here, she can't get enough.
I don't know who she follows, you or the kids more.
Yeah, but she know who to listen to though.
Yeah, she'll look at me when I tell her stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna listen, but I'm gonna look for Dad too. But yeah, so he ended up showing up, and, and it was pretty phenomenal since then. You know, I don't want to go too mushy and be like love at first sight, but it damn near was. Seeing him so great with the kids, and of course, I love Sugar as soon as I met her.
Energetic kind of dog. And when I met Kaylee, you know, it was really cool. I mean, it was a great impression. Her house was clean and she had the snacks on snacks. Like she had the roll ups, the gushers, the honey buns, the cream pies, not that kind of cream pie. Nutter butters. I mean, she had the Capri Suns, and them boys be hitting late at night, you know. And that's one thing about like I don't never judge a single mama, you know, because everybody got it hard, and they don't plan to be alone. They don't plan for the person to leave them. They don't plan, even if the person leave, don't take care of their children.
Definitely not.
She wasn't looking for no dad. She wasn't looking for no husband.
Let's just keep it 100. I was planning on being a single mom that night, and he told me what snacks he liked, so I made sure to have those. But I was planning on being the snack, so let's not get it twisted. That's what the night was supposed to be.
Hubba hubba, hubba hubba.
But kids kind of interrupted that.
Yeah, the kids. Now that's something, guys. Meeting kids, meeting her kids, that was amazing. I got a chance to sing and dance, and you know, I'm always myself, but I really got a chance to really make a change in the kid's life, and that was something where I never felt so close to really anyone. You know, they were so cheerful, they was excited, they was happy, they was worn out.
Mhm.
But most importantly, it broke my heart every time I left because not only they cried, especially my little one, but it was hard to leave them. Hence is why I'm here. But
Got him.
but fellas, I know it's hard to date women with kids. And let's keep it real, right? You kicking it with K and K. We're gonna keep it real with you. We're
Hmm.
gonna sit down at the barbershop. We're gonna sit down at the lounge. I don't know where girls be at.
With their girlfriends driving, chilling.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Think about that area. Y'all kick back, hitting that blunt, smoking them vapes, hitting them trees,
Somewhere
whatever.
in Indiana, probably drinking.
Okay. Yeehaw.
Around the bonfire.
Yeah, okay, okay. Speaking of that, I still never got a chance to really roast my marshmallows, but that's a different story for a different time. Um, yeah, but it's okay to date a woman with kids. Most of the time, the woman not really looking for a father figure or anything like that. They're looking for that connection. They're looking for a cool person to be around who sees them, who understands them, a person who just want love, or a person who want to get cracked. I don't know, but don't look at them like that defenseless single mom because before you came, that these women hold it down. You'll think it's like a whole army, of women
Hmm.
just hand in hand, just doing the dishes, doing the chores, making bills paid, working, driving, all of that. But that's one thing I do like, that a single mom can do all of that and still have time to hold it down for a man that she, met or who not the father of her children. And that goes for all of us. Now some women, those weird few that want to use their kids to get a man or, you know, use their kids to still have her cake and eat it too. That's some weird ass shit.
That's some
And
trifling shit.
that's when you get the fuck out of there. Look for them telltale signs, like I tell you guys. Look under that seat, that toilet seat. A wise man known as Shannon Sharp told me if you look under the toilet seat, you can see piss stains. Now, unless she like a tranny or something, or she's standing up pissing with her cooch out, or some off the wall weird shit, that's her business. But if if it's piss stains, more than likely she had another nigga over there before you came.
Mm.
You know, and I'm not saying women not allowed to have rosters. I'm just saying, be
Be
careful.
honest with it, because most of the single moms are usually upfront with it. Like,
Right.
hey, look, I'm looking to have my back broke, or I'm looking, for something serious, or hey, my kids need a daddy. Most of the single moms I know are usually upfront with what they want.
And I said it before. To me, in my mind, my own opinion, I don't think it's the world opinion, but I think it's my opinion that I'm just saying you can't date a single mom without dating the kids too. You know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
don't have to be single dad. I mean, you don't have to be a stepdaddy. You don't have to do none of that, but at least get along with her kids, love her kids. And if you plan on being with her and marrying her, be a father to her kids. Like,
Regardless, you're gonna be that role model. Those kids are gonna look up to you,
right,
with you watching or not.
right.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
You know,
I mean, you kind of got thrown into it with our little one. That now it's funny, but when it happened, I was so embarrassed. I was ready to throw you out the house because I was that embarrassed. Because my girls was so heartbroken if not having their bio, because he just, fuck it. I guess I don't want to be a dad or whatever the hell went through his mind. I don't know. Don't care. But my girls was at the stage when I finally decided to give dating a try of looking for a new dad. I was not, they was.
right.
So when you came, I threatened him with everything. Do not say anything about being daddy. Do not call him dad. Do not say nothing about it. This is mommy's friend. That is it. First thing comes out of my daughter's mouth. Are you gonna be my new daddy? I could have crawled in a hole and died.
Yeah, at that point, sometimes you just look at them and be like,
You handled it so well though.
play it off, laugh a little bit, chuckle, chuckle. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. It's just certain things, but you don't want to crush a baby girl heart or crush you know, somebody that don't know no better. It's hard enough that they got to deal with not having somebody in their life. Now, mom is fantastic. Mom is incredible. She's amazing. But I get the father figure. I get the role model. I understand
Hmm.
why kids of all kinds want a father in their life. You know, my dad is no longer here with us. And that kind of leads me to my next point, which is grief. And grief is something different. You know what I'm saying? It hit me like the biggest wave I have ever felt in my entire life. It's something that you never see coming. Only God knows. And I was praying that night. I could feel it on my back, my heart and soul. Because you never know unless you're in that situation. And I had family members pass before, just I didn't really know them. I wasn't close to them, but my dad was my hero. He was my all star. He was a guy I looked up to where when things got tough and rough, I picture my father face and saying, fuck this, let's do this. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And my dad was always a dude who didn't give a fuck. He joked with you, he laughed with you, but he always kept a serious composure. He always been my dad. And that shit hit you in waves, man. It was so bad that I had to go to therapy. And man, I do want to tell you, therapy isn't bad. Therapy is actually good. It's good to talk to someone, a neutral party to help you get through what you need to get through. Because even as I'm grieving now, it's still fresh. Still feel like it felt yesterday.
Men's mental health matters. You matter
Yeah, and you know all about grief.
too well.
And she can tell you it's not pleasant.
Definitely not. No. I've my closest one is my son, and I believe to be my little girl. I had lost my son. He was 20 months old. I had just recently moved back to Indiana, and I got a job at my current job now. I was doing CPR class, and I got the worst phone call I could ever get. My I call him my dad at work, Mr. Phil. Love that man to death. He's been through it with me. He got the phone call because we were sharing a cell phone at the time. He got the phone call that something happened, so he told me to call, and I had called my son's dad, and he just told me, "Come home, Colby, come home, Colby," and panicked and started screaming, and then the phone went dead. I rushed home. I'm doing about 90, and I made it there to watch them load him up in the or no, he was in the ambulance already,
Mm,
and the cop stopped me
mm.
because I slammed on the brake through the car and park and was running, and had to fight the cop, and thankfully the cop didn't take me to jail, but I did hit the cop trying to get to my son, and they told me no, we gotta go to the hospital, and my son had already passed in the ambulance, but they brought him back,
Yeah,
and then we went to the hospital, and that's when I broke my hand because they put me in this tiny room, wouldn't let me see my son, and all I know is he fell. Um, I don't want to say the man's name because he ain't worth saying, but the dad said that my son had climbed something and he fell, and then he started seizing and um, foaming at the mouth, and my brother's nurse that stayed there and
yeah,
was taking care of my brother, she did CPR on my son,
right,
and thankfully to her, that's where we got to the hospital because of her. She did CPR and brought my son back. Then he passed again in the ambulance. Then they brought him back. Then they took him and was working on him, but they brought me to this little bitty room and wouldn't let me see him, wouldn't let me know anything. And then they told me the chaplain was coming. I'm not dumb. I know what that means.
right.
So I told him no. I don't want the chaplain. I don't want the chaplain. I want my son. They brought the chaplain in anyway to tell me my son wasn't breathing. And I punched the wall and broke my whole hand. Put a hole in the wall.
Like I can't even imagine
And I don't.
the feeling of it. You know, guys, like I said, we just two people, and we've been through some stuff.
Do a
Yeah,
lot.
getting that phone call. I got the phone call when I was actually going to go see my father, and I'm getting ready. My dad's birthday. It was around his birthday too,
Hmm.
so uh, I get this phone call from my mother who says my dad was in the ICU. So at this point, a lot of things are going through my mind because, for one, I didn't know he was in the hospital to begin with. Two, no one told me what was really going on throughout the year. And three, I gotta get my black ass to the hospital to make sure my daddy is okay. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I'm praying my heart out for my daddy to be okay, for my father to laugh again or call me big head or bucket head or, Mar. That's what he called me. And I feel like everybody in the family was kind of praying for that miracle to happen.
Hmm.
But my heart, my soul, my eyes, guys, I couldn't believe it. My dad was hooked up to wires and tubes. And for y'all who lost a father out there or a child or just anyone important to you, trust me, I feel that.
Hmm.
They say the only way to get past something like this or even be not even normal, just bitter to bear with it, I guess. And they say time, you know. And I always think to myself that I just try to really, you know, deal with it as best I can every day because I know that my kids still need me. I know that I still got past school. I know that he wouldn't want me to live in this dark cloud.
He'd be so proud of you right now.
Sorry guys for the gloomy topic, but I wanted you guys to understand we're human and you know On our podcast, you get grief. On our
Mhm.
podcast, you get sorrow and sadness and happiness and joy and laughter. You know, we're gonna talk about the parenting. We're gonna talk about the nursing. We're gonna talk about the, you know, games and things of that nature.
Mhm.
But K and K is Kamar and Kaylee. It's truly who we are.
Yes.
And for those people who,
And we just want you to know that if you guys want to start writing in and stuff, we're here. We're here for y'all. Even if it's just to say, hey, pray for me. We will.
yes, we would.
We've been through so much in our lives, separately and together. We just want everybody to know we are here. Um, we did get some feedback on our first episode, and some people were saying they could relate, and that's really what we want. We wanted to make it where everybody could relate and to realize that we are just humans, and that
We are.
people need to know. I know I struggle with my grief because I feel so alone,
Right.
and I just want everybody to know that you're not alone. And I know everybody will say time heals everything, but I'm not a person that says that.
Right.
I am more time helps you get better with either hiding it or handling it better. Because the first year, I think in the first hell maybe 5 years, it is so raw and so there. It's so hard to function, to not think about it, to just keep moving. Sometimes it's even hard to breathe or get out of bed. But my baby's been gone for 11 years, and it still feels like yesterday. I still catch myself feeling like I am there. I am there listening to that doctor tell me I'm sorry, there's nothing else we can do.
That's the worst thing to hear. I got the phone call about that.
It is so hard to hear that. And
Uh,
then it's like right after you hear those words, and then it's like, okay, funeral time. We got to raise money for funeral. We got to do this. We got to do that.
yes,
And
yes.
it's like, I can't even fathom
Function.
what just happened.
Right. I can't even understand. I didn't even comprehend the situation. Like, that's my father. That dude, my dad, he can't be beat.
Mm-mm.
That's my father. That's steel. That's Iron Man. He'll wake right up. I didn't, and I'm in the
Mm-hmm.
hallway praying, like, please bring my daddy back. Please, please, God, bring my father back. I need him back. I need to see him one more time. I need him to be with us. And guys, like she said, don't be don't beat around the bush. Get the help that you need. If you're dealing with something, grief, mental illness, anything of that nature, or you feel like you just need to talk to someone about a situation, comment right in. Let us know. You know, um, I want to switch gears here about a man versus a woman.
Oh boy.
Uh oh. Now, I believe as a man, with all due respect to y'all women, I feel like
Hmm.
we got a hard part in giving, doing the birth part.
Some of you.
you know, we be sweating, hallucinating, got the jelly and the jello out, just boom, 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 just digging and digging and digging for gold, fellas. You know what I'm talking about. And a good couple, couple hours or an hour or so, and a couple
Mm.
of seconds, and then we finally, you know, bust it all in, bust it down, Tatiana. That's a
You
nice
guys
song.
hope to make it the 2 hours. Don't get too excited.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, but I'm a different breed. I'm like a horse on wheels. But yeah, I mean, that's what I believe. I believe that.
I'll let you believe it. I'll let
Yeah.
you believe
I
it.
mean, we got the ingredients.
Hmm.
Y'all baking in the oven. And y'all make sure that the baby is nurtured, took care of. As he.
The hard part.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna never deny that. I mean, but I feel like I'm not saying our role is more important. I'm
No, you
just
put
saying
your two
our
cents in. We got you.
I'm just saying our role is kind of important. It will never be as important as y'all's, but because I mean, I couldn't imagine walking around, with a human inside of me. That's that looks hard. It looks painful. It looks tiring. It looks draining.
It is.
It is. It is. But you did pretty good. Pretty
Thank
good
you.
in that
Thank you.
pregnancy. I'm proud of you.
I loved it. Thank you.
Yeah, whew, I'm telling you guys, she made sure that baby, our son now, Josiah,
Hmm.
love you, baby, is is doing good, and she's an incredible mom, guys.
Thank you. You're an incredible dad.
But with that being said, I got a little list here for you, Miss Hood,
Hmm.
Miss Kaylee. So we're gonna play a game.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Which food would you rather have and why?
Okay.
Now, she's a big fan of fruit, guys.
Love
You
my
know,
fruit.
and I know I said food, but I put a drink on here as well. But but yeah, she's a huge fan of fruit. She love her fruit. She love her Chick-fil-A, lay. She love
I
all
do.
that stuff.
I do.
You know. Um. So one, apples or grapes?
Mm, both are good.
They are.
What color?
You know what? Let's go with green for the apples and green for the grapes.
Apples.
Ooh.
I like my purple.
Now, them grapes be hitting though. Them grapes be hitting.
I like the red/purple grapes better.
Now, the one with the seeds, I ain't down with that. I don't
Mm-mm.
like the. I'm chewing this shit. What the fuck?
No,
What is this?
those grapes that your sister got,
Right.
those big old
Them big
ones,
juicy ones.
those is good.
Yeah, that's from some market. I gotta ask her. But yeah, I mean, them boys
They're just.
crunch. With the apples, you can never go wrong with a nice juicy apple,
Hmm.
especially on a long day. Man, them apples they be good.
That's what I just said.
She did have them boys sliced. Number two, root beer or Dr. Pepper. Now I know you said Dr. Pepper been hurting your throat lately, maybe because of
I don't know, maybe because of the baby, I guess.
yeah, but
We're gonna go with root beer. Can't go wrong with root beer. It's
you can
never
never.
done me wrong.
She drinking it right now. Can't really advertise that because we're not getting paid for it. But yeah, she love herself some root beer. Really,
Yep. No caffeine.
I like her list so far. She got apples and root beer. What about Chick-fil-A, lay? The macaroni and cheese,
Mm,
or the KFC potato bowl or famous bowl?
mac and cheese.
Whew. She love her mac and cheese.
That mac and cheese is the best.
Even on top of the famous bowl?
Yeah. Famous
Chicken.
bowl here lately has been slacking.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they ain't making it like they
I don't
used
know.
to.
I think they changed the chicken or something because it ain't. Mm-mm.
How about pizza versus tacos? Now, this could be veggie pizza, all meter pizza, anything you want, and the tacos can be beef or chicken.
Mm. Where the pizza from?
Ooh, that's always important. Let's say Domino's.
Tacos.
Ooh, taco. Senora, let me some tacos. How about and now, folks, this one gonna be a crazy one because her right now her top five are her top four so far is apples, root beer, the macaroni and cheese from Chick Fil A, pizza. No,
No,
no, she
tacos.
said tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said tacos. And number five is a doozy. So here it is.
Oh Lord.
Would you rather have some chitlins?
Ooh.
The chitlins in those red nasty ass
Yeah.
buckets.
Mm-mm.
Whew, you. Or that that weird jar in the stores that's way in the back, and they got dip pickles, different colors in it.
Pickles.
Yeah, they call it
The Kool-Aid pickles.
some weird looking pickles. Yeah, but they eggs though.
Oh, pickled eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll fuck with some pickled eggs. You ain't
Ew.
giving me no chitlins though. Ugh.
I
I'm country, but I ain't that country.
I ain't that country. Uh, okay, so her list so far, and I like it. She got apples, root beer, the Chick-fil-A macaroni and cheese, the tacos, and she got the was it pickle eggs?
Yeah, pickled eggs. Now, anybody from Indiana, the marsh pickled eggs,
Yeah.
those was my favorite because
Ooh.
they was like they had a sweet to it.
Oh,
Those was
okay.
my favorite.
Yeah, I don't like anything
But
in a jar.
we ain't doing no nasty ass chitlins.
Yeah, I'll never eat that. My mom used to clean them nasty motherfuckers all the time, and
I did. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I don't know how I would have puked all in the bucket.
As soon as I opened it, I about died.
I'm like, you know what? You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. I gotta
And
bounce.
then, I figured out really what chitlins was and made it worse.
Now, guys, if you if
Ugh.
you if you live back in the day in the '90s and 2000s, early 2000s, y'all know what we talking about. Y'all know what nasty ass buckets we talking about.
They still out there.
And then obviously, before we usually do the Q&A or the polls, but we haven't got anything from you guys yet. So for right now, we're gonna skip to the ending part of what was the biggest, you know, cringe or negative of the week.
Mm. You go first. I gotta think of that one.
Uh my biggest cringe is the gas prices right now.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, man, like w- we are suffering because of some weird negotiations and things of that nature. And I'm not trying to get into politics because that's not
Mm-mm.
what we do here. But we got people rotting toys from Kmart or Target or something like that that kids ride in just to
Mhm.
save gas. Hell, I seen people ride with a bucket of gasoline on a car, and that's dangerous. But
Mhm.
or those weird go karts.
Those are fun.
And I don't blame people because we gotta do what we gotta do
Mhm.
to really survive out here.
Amen.
And I'm not going anywhere except up the street or somewhere close because as soon as you get to your destination, you gotta fill right back up. It was a weird thing on TikTok or
TikTok.
Facebook Shorts about hey, wait a minute, this ain't enough, and then they got like making enough. And if y'all know that reference from Friday, that's a funny ass movie.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was my cringe. Like, come on, man,
Mhm.
we gotta get them prices down.
Amen. My cringe is I'm so tired of getting the Amber Alerts or the seeing on the news and the news feed of these babies going missing, these babies dying.
Watch your kids, please,
Hold them tight. Hold your babies tight.
because I think
Love them even more.
you said something earlier about a mom left her child in the
Yeah,
vehicle.
I seen I think the baby was like 3 months or something like that. And the mom got out the car, left the car running,
Right,
went inside someone's house, like a friend's house or something. Came back and she got to see her car being stolen.
guys, watch your kids, please, because there is people out here who don't give a flying fuck about you or your kids. Keep them
Hmm.
close, man. Take care of them. I watch my kids 24/7, 7-Eleven. I keep a big eyeball on them,
We are proud helicopter parents.
and I love it. And when they get older, I already told them, bodyguards, your brother, me, I'm being in bushes, I'm being the sky, I'm being your coffee. Think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? I'm in the shower head, I'm in all that. I ain't playing. I will kill a motherfucker over my kids. Watch your kids, guys, please, because it'll, it'll break your heart.
Yeah, and
Don't
just
be that parent waking up sweating bullets thinking, where the fuck my kid went?
and it's about to be summertime, and it shouldn't be said, but it has to be said because apparently some people are just dumb. It is getting hot. Do not leave your kids in the car. Do not leave your pets in the car. Do not leave them with the windows up.
Please don't. Please don't do it. You can really hurt them babies. You can hurt them dogs.
Just love you kids. Love you fur babies. Hug them extra tight for me.
Uh, and hey, we did pretty good.
Yep.
I like. I like doing this. I like talking with you guys.
I do too.
It's always been real. Keeping it real. We just kicking it, right?
Yep.
Kicking it with
K and K.
all right. Remember guys, like, subscribe, comment, tell us what we can do better if you don't like certain things or different topics, or let us know what because when you come to this channel, you're gonna get relationship talks,
Yep.
you're gonna get parenting.
Grief.
That's right, that's a huge one. You're gonna get a lot of different advice,
Yeah.
some tips, but more importantly, you're gonna get truth.
Yep.
You're gonna get loyalty
Amen.
and
So
trust
show up for the fun.
and stay for each other. And that's it, guys. Tune
Thanks.
in every Saturday, Monday, and Thursday of Kicking It with K and K.
Bye.
See ya.